Today we're taking a look at some of the most exciting and coolest new watches of 2025 from some of my favorites, including big players and smaller micro brands that you may not be familiar with but should be. What do you get when one of the most creative and unique micro brands makes their first ever integrated sports watch? One of the best looking watches of 2025, the Integra Polarum from Ferrer. A handful of great trends have emerged this year, like smaller cases, a lot of GMTs, and more integrated watches. I'm a fan of all three, and it's cool to see the British watchmaker enter the integrated bracelet scene for the first time. And they've once again proven they know how to release unique, super stylish watches that take a familiar design and give it the Ferrer spin. Integra is Latin for complete, and the root for the word integrated. All four references have Latin names related to each dial color, which includes a dark blue, green, copper, and mother of pearl. Aside from emulating the bracelet design of the GOAT of all integrated sports watches, the Nautilus, the rest of this new collection is as gorgeous as it is unique. Rather than relying on the usual lume-filled hour markers, Ferrer decided to throw that blueprint out the window and molded lume indices with top coating, creating a radiating glow coming from underneath. It looks absolutely amazing and creates such a sweet visual. The Integra uses a Sellita SW300 automatic movement with a custom circular rotor weighted on one side. Each rotor is vapor coated to match the dial, aside from the MOP, which is black. Now, $1,765 is a lot of money to spend and definitely doesn't fall in the affordable category, but for that amount of money, you are getting a really impressive, really high quality watch that's packed with great specs and great build quality. One of the most exciting micro brands in the entire industry is Nodus, and there's many reasons for this. Not only does the Los Angeles-based brand design, assemble, and regulate all of their watches in-house, they also make some of the most original and best-looking tool watches around. They've just launched a new colorway to one of my favorite Nodus watches, the Duality II. The twin crown diver is a nod to the mid-century super compressors, and it's as good looking as it is well built. The drift blue gives the watch more vintage character, and it's subtly accented with pale yellow on the bezel and dial text for a fun splash of color. One of the interesting details on the Duality II is the domed sapphire crystal that surrounds the bezel. Inside the 40mm case powering the engine is a solid timekeeper with the MIDO 9075 that has been regulated by Nodus to plus or 8 seconds a day accuracy. It has 300 meters of water resistance, so it doesn't just look like a tool watch, it will function as one. Aside from great accuracy, the MIDO is also a thinner movement compared to others, so the watch is able to maintain a super thin profile of just 12mm. The included steel bracelet has an extension clasp and quick release spring bars. It's definitely a lot of watch with great specs and even better looks. The price is $800. Timex has no shortage of classics, whether that's divers, chronographs, or pilot and field watches, but every once in a while they release a really unique watch that looks like nothing else, and that's what they've done with the Enigma Mystery Dial. The watch first debuted in 1975, and we saw a reissue last year. This time around, Timex has given the watch a much bolder makeover in the form of a gold tone finish. This is definitely the boldest Enigma we've seen, but somehow it works really well. I like how the black dial, floating red seconds dot, and the gold text and markings pair with the flashier case and bracelet. And the gold tone really increases the watch's 70s vibes. The polished cushion case still comes in a nicely proportioned 37mm. It's quartz powered with the day-date complication and a flat link tapering bracelet with straight end links. I don't typically go for gold watches, but Timex absolutely nailed it. The price is $239. Ballad is a young watchmaker based in Switzerland, and they might not be on a lot of people's radar, but they should be, especially with their latest release, the new Chapter 8 Moon Phase. It draws from the classical designs with the crescent moon phase window, a brushed small seconds dial, and applied baton indices. There are 3 colors available that feature a grainy texture dial that shimmers just a bit as it reacts to light. It's absolutely stunning, and the attention to details are impressive. I really like the gray reference and how it looks with the black small seconds indicator with the red hands. A bit more muted than the uniform white reference, and the shimmering effect is most prominent on the sand dial. The watch comes equipped on a mesh steel bracelet, but there's nothing average looking about it. Really unique execution that continues the theme across the entire watch. It's a Milanese style with tightly woven links that create a nearly solid surface with a ton of flexibility. There are leather options as well to mix up the look depending on your preference. Aside from movements, Ballad produces their parts in-house, which is impressive, especially at this price point. There's something really special about the Chapter 8 and how it retains the brand's preferred crown placement at the 4 o'clock, while shifting the small seconds dial off-center and raising the moon phase window. This watch is just a total vibe. It is currently in the pre-order phase and it's priced at $1,240. It will ship in October, and then at that point the price will increase to its regular rate of $1,380. Marathon watches aren't just military inspired, they have legit heritage and they are built like absolute tanks with impressive specs. Their latest Type 2 pilot watch is a great example of what they are all about. The Canadian watch company's marquee watch, the SSN NAV, is now available with an automatic movement and a no-date sterile dial, which I'm a huge fan of. No branding, no unnecessary writing. This minimalist pilot watch is available in the brand's standard black and white dial with a red seconds hand. What's interesting about this new collection is it's not a typical pilot watch. It doesn't look like the German Flieger style that dominates the category and could easily be mistaken as a dive watch. A cool standout feature is the tritium gas tubes that emit a constant, steady glow on the hour markers and on the bezel pip in two-tone. They are all green except for the 12 o'clock marker, which is orange to help guide orientation. A big reason why military-issued watches use sterile dials is because branding on the watch dial could give away a soldier's nationality or rank if captured, and an extra benefit was the lack of dial text made the watches cheaper and quicker to produce. Efficient and smart planning. Powering the automatic movement is an accurate timekeeper, the Sellita SW200 1B, so no ghost date window. You do have the option of a pass-through nylon strap, a nylon NATO, or a two-piece rubber, so depending on your configuration, the price ranges from $1,300 up to $1,500. Along with this new version of the mystery dial, Timex has released two other watches that continue to show what they're all about. Stylish, cool, affordable watches. Next up is the Marlin Jet chronograph, and it's an absolute home run. The Marlin Jet is a newer collection introduced last year, a space-age-inspired twist on the brand's retro Marlin dress watch that features a unique toned crystal that expands beyond the dial to cover the watch's entire bezel. It was an instant hit, sold out quick, so it makes sense to continue that momentum with an update to the collection. There are two versions available. One is a traditional Panda featuring a silvery white dial with black chronograph registers, and the other is a reverse Panda with the chocolatey brown dial and white counters. There are so many awesome details that make this new collection special. The bicompax layout, the 60s-inspired pump-style chrono pushers, and the Tag Heuer Carrera glassbox-looking domed crystal. There is a tachymeter scale under the crystal that looks really interesting at different angles. The 40 by 13.5 mm case has a great shape, especially with those downward sloping lugs. Depending on the model, the price ranges from $269 to $299. The third new Timex is to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the most popular beagle in the world, Snoopy, which first appeared in the comic book in 1950s. I doubt anyone suspected at that time the lovable cartoon character would become a horological superstar seen on the dials of Omega, Seiko, and Swatch. Timex has taken their best-looking dress watch, the Marlin Automatic, and treated it with some special upgrades. For this version, we get a window into the movement on the silver sunray dial featuring an open heart, the perfect spot for Snoopy to recline. The same anniversary logo can also be found on the exhibition caseback, giving us a glimpse into the Japanese Miyota automatic movement. Tying the whole look together is the Jubilee-style bracelet, a great choice for this style of watch. Even though Timex is an affordable watch brand, they are still able to innovate and create fun, unique designs. This new 75th anniversary Peanuts Marlin Automatic is priced at $359. Keeping that integrated theme but executed in a very different format is my absolute favorite watch we're taking a look at today, the Micromilspec Dual Timer. At the core, the Norwegian watchmaker is known for making custom watches for various military units around the world. The first, in 2019, was a custom pilot watch for the Royal Norwegian Air Force Search and Rescue Squadron. As the brand has expanded, they've made more watches available to the general public, and now we see their first ever pilot watch available for anyone to buy. Micromilspec prioritizes function over form, relying heavily on real-world feedback from military personnel in the field when building their watches. I love the sharp, angled, integrated style case and the black dial. There are a ton of amazing details and features packed into this new collection. The date window is a curved cutout showing 3 dates, with the triangle pointing to the current date in the middle. Then there's the bezel, which is a 24-hour GMT. Powering the engine is the Sellita SW330 automatic GMT movement. Even the crown guards are detailed and look like nothing we've seen, with chamfering edges. The 42mm case will offer a lot of great wrist presence without wearing too large, especially because of the slim profile of just 12mm. There are multiple strap options for the dual timer, all of which do integrate into the case. The price ranges from $1,955 up to $2,035. Well, that's it for the watches today. Definitely let me know which was your favorite. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.